Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Ms. Zubia Iqbal and I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic letter writing. Firstly, I will discuss about objectives of letter writing. At the end of this lesson, students should be able to compose a written text, a letter based on a familiar topic. Letter writing aims ultimately at improving social skills, saying thank you, sending an invitation, offering help or support, etc., asking for information formally or informally, exchanging ideas and opinions, writing about some personal experience. So, a letter bridges communication gap between two or more parties. A letter can create awareness, inform, or provoke a thought in the receiver or the mass. A well-written letter is a good way to express one's feeling. A heartfelt letter acts as a personal memoir and may be preserved by the receiver. Then we have a warm-up. Discuss letter writing focusing on personal experience, reasons, advantages, feelings, form, and experiences. Show the class a real model of a letter on a wall sheet, overhead projector, or data show and encourage students to talk about what they see. Definition of letter writing. Letter is written message. We write a letter to persons who are far away from us. We want to convey our message to them in a clear and forceful manner. What is letter writing? The exchange of written or printed communication. Writing letters is considered to be an easy thing to do, but very few write really good letters. A good letter should follow all the rules of good conversation and good composition. So, with the advent of emails and modern technology, the concept of writing letters has taken a back seat, but the style persists and people use it while writing emails. So, drafting letters demands meticulous attention. One should be careful about what is being written. Types of letters. Personal letters. Informal letters are also called personal letters, usually written to family, friends, relatives, neighbors, or to acquaintances. These letters may or may not have a concrete reason of writing. They may be written just to share an experience or inquire about someone's how about, updating someone with a general incident, etc. In these letters, we cover personal letters, letters to family, letters to relatives, love letters, and letters to elderly people. Then we have social letters. These social letters are letters to friends, social invitations, congratulatory or apology letters, letters of condolence, sympathy, and thank you letters. Then we have formal letters, and formal letters are also called business letters. These letters are written to discuss business, apply for services, make requests, file, register complaints, etc. The foundation of these letters and categorization depends upon what is being discussed in the letters. So, the letters are short and to the point. The formulation of letters of application, official letters, and letters to the editor. Letter components. The writer's address, the date, and inside address for the recipient, a salutation, the body of the letter, a complimentary clause, the writer's signed, typed names. Here is a format of a letter. A letter is composed of various elements that may change depending upon the nature of the letter. So, the main elements of a letter are given below. Sender's address or writer's address. Sender's address is the mailing address of the sender and it is an essential part of both formal and informal letter. It is also known as the return address as it acts as a backup address in case the letter gets damaged or unaccepted. It is omitted only if the letter is being written, typed on a letterhead or stationery already imprinted with the same. So, sender's address follows a typical format of writing as given below that consists of the designation of the sender, followed by the name of the organization, building number, street, area, and the country code. In case of business letter, a reference number may also be including, depicting that the letter is written in the response to a particularly inquiry, letter, file, record, etc. So, note designation of the sender, name of the organization and reference number are not included in the formation of a sender's address of informal letters for obvious reasons. Then we have a receiver's address. Receiver's address is the corresponding address of the person to whom the letter is being sent. So, it is the placed after the date in formal letters. Since personal letters are sent to acquaintances or known people, receiver's address is not only mentioned on the envelope carrying the letter. If the letter is being addressed to someone whose title, post, name of the official and name of the organization is known, then the sender must start with the receiver's designation and name of the organization, followed by the building number, street, area, state, town, pin code, optional, and country corresponding internationally as formatted title. Subject. A subject determines the purpose of writing in the brief. It helps the recipient to deal successfully with the aim of your letter. It is preceded with the word subject and is placed directly after the receiver's address. And it is part of formal business letters which are written either in reference to an earlier correspondence or to someone with whom the sender is usually in contact. You must have written a subject at least once while applying for leave concession, filling up complaint, executive, a deal, etc. It should clear, concise, not than 10 words. Then we have a salutation. Dear Mr., Mrs. or last name, this is called your salutation. So, the salutation is a customary greeting to the recipient of the letter, and it varies depending upon the intimacy or relationship between the sender and the receiver. It usually begins with the word dear, followed by the title Miss, Mr. or Mrs., Doctor, so on. If no, and the first name of the person. In case the gender and name of the recipient is not known, you must address the person as dear sir, dear ma'am. So, since the salutation is professional in formal letters, so the salutation used in personal or informal letters is friendly. You may greet the receiver as dear, dearest, followed by their first name or nickname. It is advisable to greet your elders with respect, such as dear grandma, dear grandfather, etc., and not use their names. Then body. The body is the most important elements of the letter. It can said to be the destination of journey as it lays the reason behind your writing. It includes the message the sender wants to convey, while the body of a personal letter can be long and detailed, containing as many feelings, experiences, advices, news, etc. on a personal front built in formal letter. So, it is best to use short, clear and logical paragraphs to state your subject. Then you have a complimentary clause. It is a polite way to end your letter with respect. The traditional rule of etiquette in Britain is that a letter starting with dear sir, ma'am must end with your faithfully, while a letter starting with sir, ma'am must end with you, yours sincerely. In informal or personal letters, you may close the letter with yours lovingly, yours truly, yours affectionately, so on, and depending upon your relation with the receiver. Letters format: full block format and semi block format. Full block style or full block style is a letter format in which all text is justified to the left margin, and in full block style, standard punctuation is placed after salutation, and in other headings, semi block style, this letter style places the date line in alignment with or slightly to the right of dead center, as you can see in this layout of letter writing, semi block format and full block format. This is the image of full block format, and this is the image of semi block format. Some other types of letters are being direct or indirect, Good news message, use the direct approach and start your letter with the news the reader wants to hear. Bad news message, use the indirect approach. Thank you so much.